Hi everyone, this is your English time. And today my friend Riki and I were going to talk about small talk. So Riki, could you please tell us what is small talk in Britain?
Small talk's normally made between people who aren't very close. So it's made with people who are acquaintances or even strangers, and you're talking and begin to talk about, or perhaps you have to make a conversation with someone on the tube train or a train, someone you don't know very well. And normally people will talk about the weather, and if it's on a train, what time aren't these trains dreadful, they run late, and so it's complaining about things. You might ask if it's someone, if the conversation begins to lag, you might say, have you got anything nice planned for the weekend? Yeah. Or did you have a good time last weekend? Or how did you get on with the traffic strike last week? Or definitely the weather is certainly a good topic. And also, where are you going? Where have you come from? But I think probably those are really the only things I can think of that I would make small talk about.
Small talk about. So like the most common topics are the weather, traffic. You mentioned, then you can make a light complaint about something.
Yes.
Weekend.
People will, the weekend, what you're going to be doing.
Yeah.
And have you had a holiday this year?
Yeah.
Have you taken a holiday? Have you got anything planned for a holiday? Those sort of things.
Okay, is there a rule like who's supposed to start small talk? Like,
no, not at all. No. Mostly, if you're in a train, you don't talk to anybody. You don't start a conversation. Yeah. It's unusual to start a conversation. People are always a bit surprised and a bit sort of taken aback if anybody speaks to them. But if you're in a situation where you're forced to make small talk, almost certainly the weather will be one of the first things you talk about, and the other will be moaning about something like, isn't it shocking, the way the blah, 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 whatever it is. If you're on a train or a bus or queuing in a shop or a restaurant, isn't it terrible how you have to wait hours for a seat here? So complaints are quite common.
Okay. Are there any topics that you shouldn't be talking on? Like you should avoid, like maybe too personal
I think
topics.
I said before, you shouldn't talk about politics or religion. And probably now ethnicity is probably not a good thing to talk about.
Yeah.
So you don't say, are you French or something like that. Yeah. And particularly you don't say, are you American, because they may be Canadian.
Okay, yeah.
So that's a definite no-no.
Okay. Are you allowed to ask about occupation, like what do you
Not
do?
really.
Not really. Because this is just a small talk.
There would need to be a reason for that. So if your daughter brought a boyfriend home, you could get around to that. She wouldn't start off straight away.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a sort of last resort when you've run out of all the other things you've got to say. Standing at a party with a drink and talking to a stranger, probably one of the last things you'll say to him, and what do you do?
But not the first thing.
No,
right?
no, you would. That would come much later.
Yeah. And another question that I would like to ask: how do you normally greet somebody you don't know, or when you get acquainted with the person for the first time? What is the normal way to greet the person? Do you shake hands? Do you kisses? Or...
No, you wouldn't touch them.
You wouldn't touch them.
You would make a verbal greeting, like hi, or you might start with a complaint, like, isn't it dreadful that this train's running so late?
Yeah.
But normally you just say hi, or do you come here often?
Yeah.
is this your first time? Have you shopped at Waitrose before?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. And when somebody gets
You certainly wouldn't touch anybody.
You still
No.
Okay. But handshakes, are they
Only
allowed?
if you're introduced.
Only if you're introduced.
Yes. If you need to make an introduction. If someone comes here, let's say I've booked a surveyor to come and have a look at the house,
Yeah.
and he came to the door, then we would shake hands
Shake
if
hands.
it was organised.
Okay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't shake hands with you if well, I might. If we came in, yeah, I'd probably shake hands.
Like
Yeah.
on the day of arrival.
On the day of
maybe.
arrival, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how do you normally greet your friends? Like when do you meet? Do you touch?
Hug.
Do you kiss? Hug?
Yeah.
Hug, not kiss, because I think French, Italian people, they give kisses. Yeah.
Yeah, we do too.
You do too.
We do too, yeah.
Okay. One kiss on each cheek?
No, about 2 or 3.
2 or 3. Okay.
Yeah, I do 3. Other people, I think most people expect 2. One on that side and one on that side.
That side.
But then there are levels.
Mm-hmm.
So if you came into the hotel, I would shake hands with you, but I wouldn't kiss you.
Yeah.
My masseur, who I'm very friendly with, she's just arrived, and I would hug and kiss her.
Yeah.
But you say hugs and kisses are really for people you know quite well.
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is the same in Russia as well. So yeah, when we first meet somebody, give introduction, we shake hands, and then if you know a person really well, you can give hugs or kiss. Yeah. This is normally how it works in Russia as well. Okay, so basically we've covered all the topics.
Good. Your
for this
English is
small
amazingly good.
talk. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Did you study English?
Yeah, I studied English and then I studied in Newcastle as well.
Oh,
For
yeah.
1 year I stayed there.
So you speak like a native.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm always, I have a little concern about my accent, of course, and people on my YouTube channel, they also make comments that I have an accent. So, do you think accent is so important when you speak English? What do you think of it? Like when non-natives
I know you're not a non-native speaker, that's all.
That's all.
But yeah, it's really nice. It's the content of the conversation that interests me. I'm not interested in the accent.
Exactly.
I like the communication between us.
Yeah, so this is what I always try to teach my students as well, because they have their concerns about accents too.
Yeah.
And I say that the communication is the main purpose, so don't think about accent. As long as they can understand you, then you're fine.
Comprehension and communication, they're much more important than accents.
So thank you very much, Riki, for this conversation, and we say bye-bye.
So we said bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Nice to meet you.